Hey Glam Fam, Linwood here, and today I'm going to be doing a wig review and tutorial for you from WIGENCOUNTERS.com. Now before we get into that, I did want to share with you something really cool, and I wanted to share with you that they are doing a giveaway on here. All you have to do is like their Instagram page and follow them or subscribe to them on YouTube. I'll leave that stuff down in the comment box below. Hopefully you would already be subscribed to my channel, but the only thing I'm going to ask you to do is put down in the comment box of this video why it is that you like the wig or why you would want the wig, and that's it. I just want to know why you would want it, what you would wear it for, that type of stuff. I just want to get a conversation going. Outside of that, I don't really have any stipulations, but you must follow their Instagram and subscribe to their YouTube channel, and there's a giveaway, but wait. There's more. So I went ahead and asked them if there were any other benefits that they would mind offering to my subscribers, and they said that what they wanted to do is go ahead and offer you guys a $10 off coupon code as well. So I think that's amazing because everyone else is just sending me wigs and asking me to show them to you guys, which I don't mind. Especially if it's a good quality wig, and you know, that's great and all, but to me the fact that they're willing to go ahead and offer you another 10 off is fantastic. So I will say with this one here, by entering in the discount code GLAMFAM10, you're able to save $10 off of any wig on their site, WIGENCOUNTERS.com. Don't worry about trying to figure all the details out. I'll put it in the description box and probably in the comments down below. Well, I've already taken it out of this box, so I'm just gonna toss this to the side. And I want to show you guys this unit. Now this one I specifically asked them to give it to me in virgin hair because I want to do color on it, but I will tell you their wigs are really great for beginners, and I'll go ahead and tell you why here in just a moment. But before I do that, I want to go ahead and show you guys this is a full lace wig. I don't remember the standard price of this wig, but I'll put it either in the description box or somewhere on the video. But this is a full lace wig. I got this one in a bob haircut, so it's already cut. So if you're a beginner, number one, you're able to get it in that style. You don't have to worry about cutting it yourself, which I think is fantastic. It's really easy. It's very rare that you find human hair wigs that are already styled. It does come with a deep side part in it already, but because it's full lace, you can move that anywhere. The thing that I like about it is that the side part is really flat. There's no bumps or anything with that, which if you guys have ever purchased a lace wig before, it usually all flows in one direction and you kind of have to mold it and shape it the way you want it to go. So it's great that it does that. It does have combs on the inside. So there are 4 combs. There's one just behind where your parting space would typically be. There's 2 on the sides here, 1 in the nape, as well as your elastic straps that you would have there. So those are all the features of the wig there. The thing that I love about this as well is for people who aren't trying to do the whole tweezing the hairline thing and all that, it's already done for you to a degree, and I'll show you a bit more of that in just a moment. So okay you guys, so let's discuss some of the different features of this wig really quick. So the thing that I love about it is, if you are one who likes the whole pre-tweeze hairline thing and you don't want to have to go through tweezing it yourself, you know, a lot of us have seen those wigs where they're really thick along the front. Check out this hairline. It is perfect for beginners who don't want to go through all that tweezing. If you did still want to do some tweezing, you could, but it's really not necessary to go through a ton of it. Now you guys can see it's still a nice density back here, so it's not a thin wig by any means, but around the hairline it does have a thinner density. Now they say this is 130 density here and 180 density back here, but I would challenge you that this is actually a little bit less than 130 in the front. But to me, the nice thing is you don't have to worry about trying to tweeze it, tearing holes in the lace, damaging the lace, anything like that. It's already done to where it's more sparse in that area for you, which is going to give you a lot more of a natural look with the hairline. Now you guys can see how flat it already lays along that part line. That's without any heat being applied. This is straight out of the pack. And just to prove it, look, it still has the lines in it from that. So I will tell you, out of the pack, you're going to have to do a little bit of styling, but look at it's like a perfect cut. It's perfect. So I will tell you guys, I am pleased with that. There are no split ends in this unit. It's very soft hair. Check out the movement and the shine. Now, the other thing that I think is really nice is if you're wanting to do like a different color, something like that, they do have where you can get it in like a plain black, which this is actually natural black or 1B. But they do have it where you can get it in a black, you can get it in like a reddish brown, you can get it in a soft brown. You can customize the colors of the lace. So this one is like a lighter brown color lace, but you can customize that. So if you are more fair skinned, more dark skinned, you're able to customize it for that, which I think is fantastic as well. The hair to me is really nice quality, but I will tell you, if you plan on customizing it with color like I plan on doing, I will tell you that it would be best for you to go ahead and get the one that is the virgin hair, and that way it's easier for you to customize. I'm not going to say it's impossible to customize it without that, but it's certainly easier when you have done that. So in terms of color, what I want to do is go in here and pre-lighten a few sections, and then I want to kind of glaze the wig. Okay, you guys, so you can see here I am just parting this hair off. I do have some lightener on the side, which is chemically a bleach, mixed up with Olaplex and 30 volume developer. And I'm going to be taking my professional foils here. I use these instead of Reynolds Wrap because this is more professional. It's already uniform in terms of size. It looks better and it makes your job much easier, especially when you do this professionally like I do. You guys can see I have my brush turned to the side when I start. Basically what that's for is to feather out the top of the section so it blends from the dark color into the light color. I don't want an abrupt line at all. And from there, I'm just going to go ahead and fold this up. I don't want to do a hard crease in the bottom, but I do want to make sure my foils are secure so they're not sliding and making a mess all over the place. Notice how thin my subsections are. Especially when working with lightener, you really want to work with thin sections just to ensure that you don't have any dark spots, or what we call in the industry roaches, left over in your hair, because nobody likes a roach, boo-boo. Nobody. I don't care if you do live in the hood. We don't like roaches. We don't do that. We've all been in the hood sooner or later. I used to live there too. It's okay. Alright, you guys, so I'm going to be lifting it up to a level 7. That's the color I'm going to be depositing. So I want to show you guys where it's currently at. Right now, it's like between a 5 and a 6 here. And I know some of you may not know what that means. I understand, but hair color is a science, and I don't know how to not convey that. Here I'm at about a level 6, if you guys can see. So I'm going to let it lift just a hair lighter, and then we'll go ahead and get it rinsed out. Yes! We're finally ready to rinse. Finally! Oh my gosh, waiting on color to process always feels like years to me. So I'm going to rinse this out, let it dry some, and then from there I'll get into the next portion of the tutorial. Alright you guys, so I went ahead and rinsed it out. I want you guys to see the color that we lifted to. We're like about a 7 or 8 in terms of lightness, and I want you guys to see the contrast there. Now it's crazy because I didn't do a ginormous section, but I like the fact that if it's falling down, notice it looks very subtle, and then if you decide to sweep it back, it's going to give you much more of a bold look. It's not a ton of color, it's a very simple placement, but it gives a high impact. So I want you guys to keep in mind, if you're playing with color, especially with your units, don't feel like you have to get crazy with the degree of color that you're doing. Now I also want to show you guys in here, this is with just a little bit of rootiness left. I did feather it out at the scalp area, but I wanted you guys to kind of see in there, you don't have to take it all the way down to where the lace is in order for it to look okay. It's gonna look fine, especially since Rudy hair is in right now. So I will tell you guys, I did not even shampoo this. I gave it a good rinsing, went ahead and blow dried it, and then I'm going to go in there. With the lightener, I did mix a bit of your Olaplex into it. And the reason why I mix Olaplex is because it helps out with just making sure the hair stays conditioned through the lifting process. After I color, I'll put part 2 of the Olaplex on. So stay tuned. Okay, so I'm going to be a bit more lazy in terms of color application because the color is a different consistency and I don't have to worry as much with it not really going on there like I need it to. So I'm going to just kind of section out this hair. Just like so. And I'm actually going to go a little wider than what I need, because if I stain some of this darker hair, I'm not as concerned with it. It's totally fine by me. I'm going to go ahead and do this probably in 3 large sections. So I'm just going to take this hair right on across like this, grab my foil. Can you guys see? Turn these on. There we go. Grab my foil, turn it. I'm just going to place it right there at the top of that section. Now let me see here. Alright, now the key thing I want to make sure of is that I'm not going to be staining the lace. So to me, that's the nice thing about leaving a little bit of darkness at that root area, is that it gives you some space so you don't have to worry about trying to get all the way up to where the lace is. Now up here I've got my color mixed up. Again, this is the 7.46 by Pravana, and I have a bit of red additive mixed in. So I've got about, I'd say, half an ounce of, well no, maybe about an ounce of the color, and then I added about 10 grams, I know it's a lot, of the red additive, just to give that extra kick. I want it to have a really punchy red look to it, but I don't like using the level 7 red because it just doesn't ever give me the intensity I'm looking for, and it fades really quickly. So I'm just going to make sure I'm taking nice thin sections, because if your sections are too thick, you will have a hot mess on your hands. It will have spots where the color doesn't take and all of that. So color is of course a science, but part of that is also down to technique. Section size has everything to do with that. Now I'm using a 5 volume developer with this because I just want to deposit. I don't want to lift, nothing major. Okay, I'm just going to place this foil directly on top and pull off another section. Alright, so hopefully you guys can kind of see here how I'm putting this hair in the foil. I'm making sure I'm getting everything really well saturated, just by kind of stopping every now and then. I'll flip up, make sure I've got some color on the underneath side of that foil as well, and place on down, just like that. Now from there, because of how I'm doing this color and I'm not weaving or anything, I'm just going to go ahead. Oh, I missed those strands. Let me pull those in. Just pull those babies on in there. I know you probably can't even see that on camera, but that makes a massive difference to me. I'm a little OCD when it comes down to stuff like that, because stray blonde hairs can easily look like grays. Okay, so we're going to pull those on in there, and then from there, just place your foil on top. Don't place it on top where your foil is, but you're going to place it all the way up on that part line. That way, I can instantly start placing color and not worry about staining the lace. We're just going to continue this process, moving right up. On a live person, I'd be using a metal tail comb. Sometimes you really want to be careful about using metal tail combs on lace, because it's very easy for them to slide into the lace and tear a hole. So I'm using the plastic comb just because I know that I'm less likely to do damage with it. And this is going to be my final foil, as you guys can see. So this is literally 3 foils worth of color. It doesn't take all day to do this. It's not overly complex at all. And you also don't need a ton of product to make it happen. Like I said, I've got a little over an ounce of color here, and I will have color left over. So applying that at that scalp area. Once I've done that, just give it a lift. I don't know if you guys can see like the dry sections there, but I'm going to go ahead and place some color directly onto that foil, and that way when I press it down, it presses into the color there as well. Alright, and then from there I'm just going to continue just like I did with everything else. Place it on there. Now the one thing I will say that kind of sucks, because I don't have a color accelerating developer mixed into this, I'm going to have to wait like a full 45 minutes for this to properly process and develop, which kind of sucks. So I'm gonna let it process and do a little housework, because it's my day off, and you know, my wife works hard, the girls make messes, and you know, the last thing I want is for my wife to get off work and be like, what the Hello Kitty have you been doing all day? This house is filthy. You know, I got stuff to do today. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Oh, shouts out to everybody who was like, you guys should do family vlogs. You should do this and that. I love your family. They're so cute. They're this or that. You guys are amazing. That's super sweet. I don't know about family vlogs anytime soon because that's a lot of editing and a lot of work. But I'm not opposed to the idea. I'll say that. So now I'm going ahead and just folding this up. I'm going to seal the sides. You don't want to put a hard crease there because sometimes it'll push that color away and cause you to have dark spots in your color. And then from there, we're going to let it process. And I'm not going to tweeze this hairline. I'm not going to do any further customization because I do want to show you guys how simple this wig will be just putting it directly on Allison. So I'm going to go ahead and get it on her. I'll show you guys how to trim the lace. And then from there, we will be good to go. Of course, let me know what you guys think of the color and of this unit down in the description box below. Look at that movement. Yes, Lord. Okay. That's all. So I'll go ahead and get it put on her and then we'll move into the next portion of this tutorial and we'll see what she thinks of it because I rather like it. This might be some date night hair. Alright you guys, so I have the wig placed on Allison's head and I'm just going to go ahead and pull this hair away from the hairline. Now keep in mind it is a full lace wig, so I'm going to have to do this pretty much all the way around. It is honestly easier to do on a mannequin head, but I want to kind of show you guys here. So this hairline is rather sparse, if you guys can see, and I will say this wig is a little bit big head friendly, well a lot of it big head friendly, so we're gonna go ahead and see what we can make happen. So Allison, let me have you turn that head just a little bit and tilt forward some. Perfect. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take my shears. Now you want to get these as sharp as possible. Don't be trying to do this with no dull craft scissors or something like that. It's not worth it, boo-boo. And then I'm just going to go ahead and trim right up on this hairline as close to where that hairline is in here as possible. I'm going to try my best not to have to cut any short hairs in the wig to try to do as baby hair, but depending on how it matches up with Allison's hairline, I may have to do that. So we'll see. Because this unit is not the same color as Allison's hair. Allison, we did her color like a sandy brown, I guess about a month ago, which you guys haven't seen yet, sorry. So Allison, you felt this hair and everything, right?
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
It's sexy.
I'm telling you, I will say I love the movement and the flow on it. It's really nice. Oh, by the way, in our the 50K Q&A, like we had people asking us for like family vlogs, like husband and wife tag videos and all that. What do you think about that? Do you know anything about what that is?
No.
Okay, so basically, like a husband and wife tag video is like where we basically have like questions. I guess they're already pre-done. I'm not sure how that works out exactly, but questions that we'd have to answer. I think about each other. And then of course family vlogs. Basically.
So he used to dress like a skater for all that don't know.
I did.
So true.
Oh my gosh, I went by the bank yesterday and I had to get my debit card redone. And they were like, you may want to go ahead and redo your picture. It was horrible. I had like this, my hair was straight for one thing and it was like all over my forehead. It was like bright red highlights in the front. And I had on a wolf t-shirt. Like a tie-dye blue wolf t-shirt.
Yeah, so he had like this addiction with this wolf situation, like all over his room and every shirt and all these little figurines. Yeah, it was overboard.
It was not just wolves though, it was wolves and white tigers. Mostly wolves. But I did have white tiger figurines and t-shirts too. You know what? Actually, you've got enough new growth for us to be able to make that work. We can make that happen with your new growth situation. Alright, so the ear tab seems like it fits pretty well. It's not too crazy. So let's go ahead and trim right on around here. We're just gonna... Allison, can I get you to pull right here for me? Okay, so while she's doing that, I'm just gonna come right around here and cut around where that ear is. Making sure not to slice up her ear, because that's not what we want to do.
That's happened before. Not with him, but you know.
No, not with me, but in a salon I was working at, someone cut off the top of someone's ear once. It was crazy. The other thing that was even more crazy about it though is the stylist started laughing and the client started laughing. I was just like, oh my gosh, who does that? Like, you just cut off part of your client's ear. Never in my life had I imagined that that would happen. And the client continued to come back.
No, For me, I think that would have been that totally, I'm going crazy, insane for the moment. Laughter, I'm about to kick this woman's butt.
Okay, so we're basically going to repeat that process on the opposite side because ain't nobody trying to watch 12 minutes of that. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do that and then we'll come back and show you how Allison slicks down edges and lays it down and all that.
Okay, you guys, so basically I've got this, got to be glued. I really do love this. This is so good. Even if you want to like just kind of put it underneath the wig, just kind of set it a little bit so you don't have to put all the combs and do all this extra stuff. No glue, none of that, no lace stuff, because that stuff actually tears up your wigs. This is easy to take off with water, no problem, no big deal. So I'm just going to kind of pull a little of my hair out and this hair and kind of just try to blend it, okay? All right, let's see. And also, if you don't use this a lot, the oil will separate, but it's all good. Just spread it a little out and keep on going. It's all good. So let me just pull this back a little bit. And when it turns a little white, it's okay because it's going to disappear later. And you can always re-wet it or put a little, like if you have conditioning spray or something like that. I use a lot of that stuff because, you know, I'm trying to have the long hair. Let's see. Put mine down a little bit. I've already kind of got a little on my hair because it's the baby hair maker. All right. Now that I've got that down, I can take my little color comb here and just kind of lay that hair down. Just go in between lightly. Just kind of lay it down. Not too heavy. You don't want it to look like, what's she doing? Oh my God. She's got 42 years of baby hair. That ain't hair. Baby, what'd you say, Lynn?
That's not baby hair. That's hair, baby.
Yes, yes. Just enough to, you know, share the love a little bit. I'm going to lift this up because that's almost too much. So just go in between there. Pull the hair out a little bit. Let's see. And I've got a little head, come to find out. I didn't know. Special. Alright. And this one has a little more extra for the edges right here. I'm not going to use that. I'm just going to lift that up and put it back a little bit. These color combs are excellent. They get in there where you can't.
Now, I will say with that, if you feel like you need to cut into the lace, you can cut into the lace to customize it for your hairline. It won't tear up the wig. I'm off camera in case y'all didn't figure it out. I'm the mirror holder. Because we're not bougie enough to have a stand-up mirror.
Anyway.
Comment down below and let us know what you're thinking of this wig on her. By the way, we do not have any concealer in the part line or anything. So if you're wanting the part to look more natural, you can put a little bit of foundation or concealer in the part.
And this is a little sticky. Just rub your fingers together and that's it. And you can keep touching your hair, no problem. But I think that's all I would do with that. I mean, you don't want to gob this. I got a little gray hair, so it's kind of wiry right here. But I think that's all, really. And what do you think?
I love it. Can they see like the whole thing in the camera? You may have to back up a little bit or something. I wanted to be able to see like the movement of it and all that, you know.
Let's see.
I don't know.
What? Alright. I got like a little something on my lips, so it's gonna be like. Alright, so y'all just put it with that for a moment.
Yes, check out that shine. It's gorgeous. I will tell you guys, there's literally no product in this hair. Like, not a single drop, no leave-in, nothing. This is just the wig. Like I said again, the hairline is not super thick, so I like how natural looking it is. It looks like it's been tweezed, even though it hasn't. And it falls really nicely. Hair is super silky. The one thing I will say, like a lot of times you see like these bob wigs where like the cut's just not quite right. And when I tell you, like, I love how this one falls. It is a little bit shorter on the right side than the left, which if you look at the photos of it online, that's how it's supposed to be apparently, because all of them are like that. But I like how this one looks. Allison, you're always like buying bob wigs that fail. What do you think about this?
Fail, I make them happen. No. But I really do like this one. This one is gonna last. It feels so good. It's like all that hair that I can't never pronounce. Belizean, Sublesian, Animanian. I don't know. I really don't care. It's hair, whatever. If you can make it in a factory, I want it too. So it's really, really nice. It's silky. It's just enough hair. It's not real bulky. As you can see, it's really nicely laid here. And you know my man colored it good, girl. So, yeah.
So you guys don't forget to let us know what you like about this wig down in the comment box below. To enter in the contest, make sure that you are subscribed to Wig Encounters channel, which I'll have down in the description box below, and that you're following them on Instagram. And if you decide to purchase a wig from their site, then make sure to use the discount code GLAMFAM10. It will save you $10 on all of their
10, baby, 10. Got 10 on it.
I'm telling you. That's amazing. So until next time, you guys take care and God bless. And of course, stay glam.
Stay glam. Glam fam.
Bye.